Welcome back to Airport Madness 3D. I'm Tenacious Viking, your air traffic controller host, and we're going to pick up right where we left off in the last episode.
Buzz 6, 4, 3, cross, runway 08. Buzz 6, 4, 3, cross, runway 15. Blue Star 5, 6, 8 on the pushback.
5515, clear to immediate takeoff, runway 26. Nightmare 465, clear for takeoff, runway 26.
Oh, what was that now?
Future Jet 688 will land runway 24.
That's the first two arrivals I've had crash on 24, and I didn't think they were coming in that close. So there's a plane that taxis really, really slow, and I'm not sure which one it is. I'm just not. Okay, that was my fault. Absolutely, wasn't paying attention.
Starboard 752 will land runway 24.
But 4 of those are not. Only half of these are my fault. Okay, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'll correct it if I have to after I've watched the footage. But for now, that's my story.
Starboard 948 request taxi.
Starboard 752 speed up.
The remainder of this episode will be post-narrated because I got interrupted at the end of hour and a half, 2 hours playing. You're bound to get interrupted, and I did. So what you're going to see is highlights of the last half hour or so of the stream. Continuous play in Toronto.
Blue Star 517, clear for takeoff, runway 26. Blue Star 286, going around.
Looking at getting some planes off the ground here.
Cleared for takeoff.
Starting
Runway
to build up,
26.
and we have some waiting to cross and all that, so it's time to clear the tarmac.
Blue Star 568 cleared immediate takeoff. Runway 26.
Steamer flight 273 cleared immediate takeoff runway 26. Starboard 948 cleared immediate takeoff runway 26.
Buzz 515, roger.
I'm extending an approach here to time to make some room.
545 cross runway 15.
You'll notice for the remainder of this game, no planes will use the third gate from the top.
Field flight 177 request taxi.
Not sure why that happened. I'm going to contact the developer, see if he has an idea.
Future Jet 6.
I also looked back at some of the previous episodes. No idea why a plane would suddenly crash waiting to cross 26. That makes no sense. But I made a clip of that. I'm going to send that to the developer too to see if that's something that is happening as a bug. It's possible some of the things I'm seeing are a result of my own computer not being able to process things properly. It's getting a little old and is kind of full. Well, we skipped ahead a little bit. It's time once again to clear the tarmac because there's a lot of planes waiting there and nothing's moving. Look at all the planes waiting to get to a gate.
182 cleared immediate
So,
takeoff,
time to
runway
move some
26.
tin.
Steel flight 205, clear for takeoff, runway 26.
A devil of a time clicking on the right plane here.
Steel flight
have to learn to
177 7, cleared
Figure
for
that out.
takeoff.
Thank goodness
Runway
for the
2,
green
6.
tags.
Future jet 435 going around.
It helps me figure out which one I clicked on, at least. Doesn't help me click on the right one necessarily, but at least I can figure out which one I did click on.
Steamer flight 466, cleared for takeoff. Runway 26.
There were a lot of planes waiting, and with only 3 gates,
752, request taxi.
it really slows up the process.
5, 4, 5, cleared for takeoff. Runway 26.
Steel flight.
I can't handle
6,
more than
5,
one more
request
arrival
taxi.
without crossing those planes. I hope that I have departures stopped in time.
Starboard
them out of the
9,
way.
4, 8, cross. Runway 0.
Well, I can usually cross one while a departure is coming down the runway. This might be a little too close, though. Oh, look out. Oh, made it. Man.
Copper flight 6, 5, 5, cross. Runway 08.
5, 6, 5, 3, cross. Runway 08, nightmare. 4, 6, 5, cross.
Now I get to cross everything at 15.
4,
Becomes a little
8,
tedious
cross.
after a
Runway
while,
1,
but
5.
Copper
at least you
flight
have that
6, 5,
control.
5, cross. Runway
Personally, I
1, 5,
prefer to do that in groups of 4, groups of 4 across 2-6, and groups of 4 crossing 1-5. But since I only have 3 gates working anyway, I guess it doesn't make any difference.
Starboard 752 on the pushback. Steel flight 6.
Push back
5,
some planes
5
here
on
to
the
make
pushback.
room for some more to pull up.
On the pushback.
Buzz 6, 4, 3, cleared immediate takeoff. Runway 26.
1, 8, 2, going around. Steel flight 1, 7, 7,
Go around
runway 2,
and
4.
I guess I'll let him. He's a ways away. He can come in.
Future jet 8, 5, 9,
He
going
gets
around.
there.
Future jet 8, 5, 9, will land. Runway 2, 4. Steel flight 1, 7, 7, speed up.
Probably about time to get some more planes off the ground. Still a lot of planes waiting to get to gates. And they can't get there, even though the gates are open, but there's no path.
515, request taxi.
2 more incoming.
5515 on the pushback.
I don't know, those two look a little close together, but maybe we'll be alright.
Future jet 8, 5, 9, expedite.
Yeah, after that
off.
crash,
Runway 2,
I'm
4.
expediting whenever I can. Whenever I notice it, I guess.
3, 2, 9, cleared for takeoff. Runway 2, 6.
Blue Star 517, cleared for takeoff. Runway 26.
Buzz 6, 4, 3, will land. Runway 2, 4. Steel flight 6, 5, 9, cleared for takeoff. Runway 2, 6.
What are we still at? Yeah, we're still at 8 crashes, but 4 of them are not my fault. I've documented that now. I have looked back
Blue Star 286.
before I post-narrated this part.
Blue Star 286 on the pushback.
Five, six, four, zero. Cross.
Well, I'd rather have a lineup here just waiting
5, 6, 8.
than a bunch of planes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Why didn't he clear that faster? I'm going to say I'd rather have planes waiting here to get into the, to get to the gates than waiting at a crossing for me to do something.
177, cross runway 08.
All right, let's get these to cross.
8, request taxi future jet.
Yeah, that one I'll take the blame
9,
for.
Cross runway 08.
Absolutely.
Flight 205, cross runway 08.
Blue Star 5, 6, 8 on the pushback.
Future jet 688, roger.
One plane coming in. Now we skip ahead. Let me see where we're at here. About 278 it looks like. I can hardly read those numbers.
Blue Star 5, 6, 8 will land runway 24.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that small plane crossed so slowly. Maybe I started it too late. I don't recall.
Steel flight 6, 5, 9 speed up. Blue Star 5, 6, 8 slow down.
Oh, midair. Oops.
Nightmare 465.
I'm
Clear for takeoff.
too
Runway
hesitant
6.
to try to fix potential midair collisions. I wait too long,
82,
and then I
cleared for
panic a
takeoff.
little bit.
Runway 26.
So I need to be more take action sooner to avoid those. Because that's 2 in a row now that are definitely my fault.
Future jet 859, request taxi nightmare 54.
Time to cross some more 1.5s.
6, 4, 3 cross runway 1.
I can find the right
Steamer
ones.
flight 4, 6, 6
Which
cross,
I
runway
usually miss 1 or
5,
2 out of 4.
329, cross runway 15.
See if they all go.
7, 5, 2 cross runway
like it.
1, 5.
Future jet 859 on the
Slows the
pushback,
process up a little bit
95,
because there aren't
45
planes
on the
right here
pushback.
waiting to get to the gates, but it does declutter the area so I can tell what I'm doing, what I've got
Blue
going
Star
on.
286, cross runway 08. Blue Star 5.
And 3-3 arrival I didn't catch.
08, Steel flight 205, request taxi. 5653, speed up. Steel flight 205 on the pushback.
Steel flight
Two Nations Viking Air Traffic Controller host trying to get 300 planes moved in Toronto in continuous play.
Blue Star 5, 6, 8 will land runway 24. Steel flight 6, 5, 9 will land runway 24.
Steel flight 205, clear for takeoff.
Once I get
Runway
Toronto continuous play achievement, then I have to start working in earnest on the rest of the Toronto achievements, and I can still go down to LaGuardia because I've got continuous play there, and work on some of those. I'd like to see if I can get time trial at LaGuardia sometime soon. Still have to do a
Steamer flight 4, 6, 6 request
I don't know what it's called anymore, a space view, chair and sky
Steamer
view
flight 4, 6, 6
Um,
on the pushback.
of, I think, this airport, Toronto, and do reverse runways. I might just try
Buzz 6,
Um,
4, 3. Request taxi.
No, I got to do continuous play because there's going to be crashes because I won't be able to see what's coming
5, 6,
far
4,
enough in
3.
advance. That's the problem with that view. But somebody wanted to see me do one episode
Blue Star 5,
that
1,
way, so I
7
will.
Rock. Runway 15, Blue
I'll
Star
try it.
2,
Who knows?
8,
Maybe it'll be
6
fun.
Rock. Runway
Maybe I'll be better
15.
at that than I am at the tower cam. I don't know.
Nightmare 329. Request taxi.
Really appreciate all the support I'm getting on Airport Madness 3D. The comments, the likes, the views, the subscriptions.
Starboard 9, 4.
Really
8,
makes it a
cross
lot
runway
more fun.
08.
5, 6,
And the more fun I have,
3,
hopefully the more
cross.
fun you'll
Runway
have.
08.
Steel flight.
Kinda
6,
works that
5,
way, doesn't
9,
it?
Cross. Runway 08.
Ever been to a concert where it looks like the performers are having a lot of fun? You tend to have fun too.
5, 3, rock. Runway 15.
Nightmare 329 on the pushback. Steel flight 177. Speed up.
These are a count now if I can
Starboard.
read it.
7,
It's
5,
hard
2.
to
Request taxi.
see.
Nightmare 5, 4, 5. Will land.
It's
Runway
like about
24.
280
7,
maybe.
5, 2 on the pushback. Buzz 6, 4, 3. Cleared immediate takeoff. Runway 26.
Oh boy.
Carper flight 6, 5, 5. Expedite off.
3-3 sneaked in on me.
3, Carper flight 6, 5, 5. Expedite
Don't like
off.
those and
Runway
get really
3,
nervous,
3.
especially if I don't know what's going on and can't see the radar at the moment.
Future jet 6,
There we
8,
go.
Request taxi.
Well, at least in continuous play, when I make a mistake, it's not sudden death like all the other achievements are, or modes are. I'm on version 1.08, and I think there's a few bugs in it, or it's my own computer, but I'm going to check on that. In any case, I know there are some new things being added. I mean, the green tags in 1.08. I knew there's other stuff coming. And I'm quite certain that there are plans to add new airports too. I'm not sure when that will start or how often that will be. But
Nightmare 3,
you got to master these
cleared for
4
takeoff.
quickly
Runway
so that you're
26.
ready for more.
Blue Star 517. Request taxi.
Starboard 7, 5, 2. Cleared for takeoff.
I'm
Runway
going to
2,
clear the
6.
tarmac
Blue
again
Star
and some
517
departures.
on the pushback. Blue Star 286. Request taxi.
And I'm just going to make it. I have to
Steel
get
flight
these
6, 5, 9. Cross. Runway
departures off
15.
so I can cross some planes, but I just have enough room at the moment.
Steel
Anyway.
flight 177. Cross runway 15.
Blue Star 5, 6, 8. Cross.
180
Runway
or 287, I think, is the
5,
count.
4, 5. Cross runway
Trying to get to
08.
300, and this might be a
05
crash.
Rock. Runway 08.
Yep, it is. Did it again. Crosses with departures in progress. Dummy, 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 dummy.
Nightmare 5, 4, 5. Cross runway 15.
Steel
It
flight
shouldn't be that hard to
5
check the
Rock.
26 runway before I
15.
do crosses, but
Starboard 9, 4, 8. on the
apparently it
pushback.
is.
Blue Star 286 on the pushback.
Starboard 7, 5, 2. Will land. Runway 2, 4.
Future jet 6, 8, 8. Cleared immediate takeoff. Runway 26.
See, we don't have a lot of planes waiting
5,
to get to
6,
gates
5,
now,
3.
well,
Request
comparatively. Because it's all
taxi.
relative, isn't it?
5, 3. Roger.
Starboard 7, 5, 2. Speed up.
Might as well bring the 2-4 arrival faster. Can't get another departure off. All right, let's do it. I'll do an immediate takeoff as soon as this plane crosses in front of me.
Blue start 517. Clear immediate takeoff.
And away we go.
Runway 26.
Quite a bit happens every time you send a plane off. Line moves up a little bit. Somebody can probably get to a gate that could before. Oh, we got a big behemoth out of the line there. Able to go up to the gate.
Blue star 5, 6, 8.
More 3-3s trying to sneak in on me. Keep a constant eye back there. They tend to come in 2 at a time.
Star 286.
Trouble is they wait a little while to see if I'll forget about them, and then they
5, 5. Request taxi.
sneak in there again.
Steel flight 177. Request taxi. Starboard 948. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 26.
5, 6, 5, 3.
That's not
Clear for
298,
takeoff.
is it?
Runway
I can't tell what
Steel
that
flight
arrivals number is.
177 on the pushback.
Copper flight 6, 5, 5.
Nope,
on the
291 maybe?
182 will land runway 24.
Steel flight 6, 5, 9 on the pushback.
Fairly close to the even number of
182
arrivals and departures. I'm kind of surprised, actually. And I suppose that makes sense. The difference should be all the planes I've got on the ground yet trying to get somewhere.
5, 5, 1, 5. Cross. Runway 08.
Steamer flight 273 cross runway 08. Nightmare 329 cross runway 08.
Copper flight 6, 5, 5. Cleared immediate takeoff. Runway.
All right, we
26.
are at
Steel flight
297,
6, 5,
3 away
cleared for takeoff.
from the
Runway
300 I
26.
need for the
Steel
achievement.
flight 177,
And I'm going to make
cleared
those
for
last
takeoff,
3
runway
departures so I have
26.
full control. Because that's the way I am. I like control. I think I have everything diverted away from landings. This should be 298. Next.
Blue star
Okay, I'm
5,
sending him
6, 8,
around
going
so I
around.
can control this. Just make him climb. I don't care if he lands or not.
545 request taxi.
This one, 299. And as soon as this, you see smoke on the tires, that should be 300. There it is, 300, continuous play in Toronto. My 5th achievement in Airport Madness 3D. It's been a long time in coming, but, you know, at least I can do it in continuous play where I can have unlimited crashes. Let me submit the score and see if I show up anywhere on the one day at least, unless a whole bunch of people have been playing this in the last 24 hours. Oh, look, I'm twice on the one-day high. Not showing up on 1 week or 1 month, though, but I got my achievement. Thanks for watching. Join me next time when Tenacious Viking plays Airport Madness 3D.